Welcome back. In this video, let's talk about live artifacts in Claude Desktop. You can see this is the dashboard that I built on top of this Google Sheet that I have connected with the connectors available for the Claude Cowork, and I'm using this Google Drive connectors. Each and every time I made some changes in this file is being reflected in this dashboard, so that I can just quickly go here and refresh and I can get the live data from the Google Sheet. The difference between these live artifacts and the artifact itself in the chat here is that this artifact is static. Each time if you need to change something, you need to prompt it and get the information out of it. But with the live artifacts, once you connect with your connectors, you can go to the main dashboard and you can get the live data from your connectors. By the end of the video, you will be seeing the same artifact that you are seeing in the screen. To follow this video, you need at least the pro subscription of Claude, and you need to be having this Claude Desktop downloaded so that we can use Claude Cowork, because Claude Cowork is in the Claude Desktop. I will provide the link in the description of the video. You can read more about live artifacts, but by the end of the video, you will know what it is all about. Let's get started. You can see here, this is the live artifacts inside the Cowork. I'm going to create a live artifact here in the chat here. There is just the artifacts, which is static, and you need to be prompting each and every time when you want to change. You need to have this Claude Desktop, because here I am logging into the web version of Claude.ai, but here there is no Claude Cowork. You need to be having at least the pro version of Claude subscription, and you need to be having this Claude Desktop installed in your machine, right? Now what we can do is I can go to the Cowork, and here there is this new artifact. There is no way to go from scratch, but here what we will be doing is create with Claude. But you can see here what it is doing is it will go through your connectors and then suggest you what kind of artifacts you can create. I want to go by scratch, meaning that I just want to provide my prompt myself. So you need to be going into the customize here, and then you need to go to the connectors. You need to be connecting to your Google Drive, because our file is in the Google Drive. I have this Google Sheet here, so I need to be connecting to my Google Drive so that this is fetched each and every time whenever I do some changes in this particular file. Once you have this connector set up, we can go back here, and this is the section here. Let me get the first prompt. There are 3 prompts that I'm going to showcase in this video. I will just go here and do Control V or maybe Control Shift V so that I can read it here. I'm saying build me a YouTube content pipeline dashboard, pull from my Google Sheet called video pipeline. Each video as a card in one of the 4 columns: idea, filming, editing, published. Each card should show the video title, the topic category, and the date created. You need to calculate how many days it has been in that stage, right? And then if a video has been stuck in the same stage for more than 14 days, highlight that card in red so it is impossible to miss. I will show you one example by deliberately keeping one timeline more than 14 days and make it look like a real production board, clean, dark background, cards with rounded corners. And you can choose the model which you want to use. And here you can see I'm going with the Opus. This model can't be changed once a session has started, but before you start the session, you might change the model. Now what it is doing is I have said always ask me when you connect to my connector. It is saying here, okay, I want to connect to your Google Drive, provide me access. I will say, okay, allow once. I don't want to provide access always, but if you are compatible with it, you can just provide access at once, so it will not ask you each and every time. Once that is done, it is asking, okay, Claude wants to read the file from the Google Drive. I will say, okay, allow. Then it is going to be reading that file from there. It is saying updated the task. And now you can see on the top right, there is the progress shown. Okay, what is happening under the hood. Now it is building the dashboard for us. and the first stage here is locate and read video pipeline, that is already done. You can see here on the side there is this plus icon also. You can just click here and ask more questions. Build dashboard. In that particular step you can provide additional information, but we don't need right now. That is also the functionality, it's already there. Now it is creating, it now reads all my content from that particular Google Sheet, and it is going to create the dashboard for me. You can see here now the working folder is here. It creates this video pipeline board.html file, and now it is saying okay, create artifact, live Kanban style YouTube production board, pulling from video pipeline Google Sheet, all these things shown here. Go ahead and create it. Now you can see here is the dashboard being created. Now we have this live from this video sheet, pipeline sheet. There is nothing stock as of now, but you can see there is this 4 different Kanban style: idea, filming, editing, and the published one. And the published one is shown as done here, and it stays for 2 days because that's what I have provided there. And there is this one for 7 days, and this is editing light parts from Llama Index. So it is saying here 7 days, right? This is the video that I'm creating, this Claude Live artifacts for 7 days. I might create in the future, for example, end-to-end agent AI tutorial in Databricks, and so I can make this my video creation pipeline because I really like how this live artifact is being created. Now I can iterate on top of this artifact. Let me grab one prompt again here, and then I will provide you here. Control V. A summary bar at the top of the board showing how many videos are in each category. I am asking here, use small colored badges, 1 color per category. This is the one version. Once it creates the next version, we can see the differences between the first and the second one. Let's see what difference it will create for me. It is editing here. And once this second version is live, we will be seeing here on the top the versioning, so that you can quickly jump between different versions to see what was before and what is now. This is also really good, like Git versioning under the hood. Let's see how it goes. I can make this smaller here so that it looks bigger. Now it is my permission. I will say okay, update. And now you can see here it says by category, beginner's guide 5, tool tutorial is 4. Done. There is now by category bar above the board with 1 colored badge per category. It is showing here beginners, because here on the down there is beginners tool, but I want on the top how many there are. There are 9 videos and it is shown here. Now still we can make it more robust. What I will be asking here is I will go here and do Control V. It is saying add a next up section on the top right corner. It should show the single video that has been in filming the longest. That is the one I should be editing next. Make it stand out like a priority call out. Let's see how it will be rendered here. But when this is in progress, you can already see on the top here, now we have this versioning things, right? You can click on this one and there is 2 versions already there. This is the current one, and I can go quickly to the previous one, and the previous one is shown here, or you can restore this one if you want, if that was the better one, because when you prompt sometimes the previous one will be better, right? So you can restore it and then work from there, or you can go to the latest one. And now I can update this, and now you can see it is added here. Next up in the edit is Claude Live Artifacts, 7 days in filming, and the beginner's guide, the video that I am creating now, right? Once this is done, and if you see here on the top, there is these 3 dots. You can pin this. By default it will be pinned, and they download as PDF, or you can delete it from here. This is the chat interface view, right? Now you can just close this one, and if you go to this live artifacts, now this is how it is shown here, right? The video pipeline board. And if you click in this one, now we don't have the chat interface shown here, because this is now the live version of that video pipeline sheet that I have, and this is shown here. But let's say that you want to also go back to the chat. You can just go here on the top. You can see this is the chat section here. It will take back to you where you can iterate more, and it will be shown here. Just to show you how good it is, I will go to the live one. I will go here. And now I will go to this video pipeline, right? Here what I can do is I can add more, right? I can say here maybe open code agent skills. Maybe that is one of the idea that I want to create the video, and this will be a beginner's guide, and this is just the idea here. And then I can just say here today's date. I can just click here, this is the today's date, and yes, I will be just asking it today, right? And then script not started, because this is just the idea. Script not started, I will just say here yes, no. I will just drag this to no, right? Now I have added this open code agent skills. This is automatically saved here. Now if I go to the Claude, here you can see there is 9 different video ideas. One thing what I see here is if I now go back to the other side, and if I come back here and go to the live back, and then if I come back again, sometimes it automatically reloads. But if it does not reload, you can just go on the top here, and if I reload it, and now you can see there is 6 and 4, meaning it is automatically updated under the hood. And now I can see here this open code agent skills, and I can see the date here, and in stages is 0 days. And I have also mentioned that one if there is more than 14 days, right? What I can do here is, let me say that if something is script not started here, right? Just for open code, let's put it here today. And what I will do here is I will do -18. Let's say I was mentioning this 18 days before. I will run enter. Now this is changed to 22/5/2026, right? Now this is saved here. I will go back to the Claude here, and I will refresh this one. Once I refresh, you can see now this is turned into red, meaning that my attention now will go here automatic. Okay, this is already for 18 days. It's stock for 18 days. It needs some attention. My plan in the future is to make this a little bit better for me, myself, so that I can have this as my main Kanban board style things, where I know what is my idea to create the video next, because there are so many ideas, and there is one place that I can track my ideas, filming, editing, and publish. This is a real use case that I can build on top of it. Similar kind of things you can also build for your different use cases, and this is really good, but you need to have this Claude Desktop and the pro version of it. This is it. I just want to show you in this video. Now you can just go here if you have a subscription. If you haven't used this live artifacts, I think it would be a really good idea to just go here and use these live artifacts, connect to your connectors that is provided. If I go back to customize and the connectors here, this is the connectors shown here. You can go to the plus icon here, you can browse the connectors. You can see there are many connectors to connect, so it's easy for you to go and connect to any connectors that you have. Yeah, that's all I wanted to show you in this video. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.